Good afternoon. I know it's been a few weeks, but hopefully everyone has remained safe. Hopefully everyone's families are safe as well. Feels good to be back on out on the practice field. Our guys last week had an opportunity to get back to some fundamentals, some things that we felt that we needed to work on to help us moving forward. On top of that, we got guys getting re-energized and getting a little bit more excited about the opportunity that we're going to face this week. So with all that said, I'm all ears.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, EB, I have two questions for you. Just in your time coaching Kareem, just what did you learn about him as a person? And then can you kind of describe just your feelings when it became clear that he wasn't going to be a part of the team moving forward?
Well, first of all, Kareem is a beautiful kid. He is a beautiful spirit about himself. All right. And I know that you guys really don't get to see that side of him. I mean, he's a fun-loving family guy, and he's one of those kids that you just can't help but want great things to happen to and happen for. But as far as a player, a beast. Runs hard, plays hard, knows how to maximize every opportunity. Okay. You can see that when he's out on the field. He runs with an attitude and he runs with a determined mindset that he's going to find a way to make it across that line. And then, obviously, losing him, that was a different deal. And obviously he's been missed, but more than anything, I'm proud of the growth process that he's going through. I'm proud to see where he is. I'm proud to see him still pursuing his goals and all the accomplishments that he has made. And I mean, hell, he's like one of our own. And I know we'll be facing him this week, and that'll be a little different. But when it's all said and done with, I know he'll come out and do exactly what he wants to do. He's going to play hard and he's going to play fast, and he's going to be the best running back that he can possibly be for them.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Coach EB, Sammy Watkins was so important for you guys in the stretch last year as you face some of these better teams in the playoffs. A little unclear. I didn't want to ask you to comment on the injury, but if he can't go, how do you feel and how confident are you in you guys to be able to replace everything that he's able to do?
Well, you guys have heard me say this before. We want all hands on deck, but if Sammy can't go, the next man got to be ready. And that's how we prep. That's why we got a great coaching staff. We believe in our coaches. Our coaches are great teachers. They're great communicators. On top of that, they've developed an outstanding relationship with our players to get the best out of them. So if Sammy's out there, we know exactly what we're going to get. If he's not out there, then you know what? It's okay. The next man will step up.
Let's go next to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, good afternoon. This is the obligatory question because you were kind of a busy man last week. How did the job interviews go, and what was your biggest takeaway from virtually meeting with, I believe it was 5 or 6 teams?
Well, Herbie, let me just say this, okay? First of all, it was an honor and a privilege, but that's not what we're here for, all right? We're here to talk about the Cleveland Browns. And you've heard us talk about this before. We eliminate all distractions, okay? At the end of the day, my focus and attention is on the Cleveland Browns. This is a great team, and they're playing some great ball. They got some young guys up front that are playing tremendous. They got some guys in the second level with those backers, and they got a heck of a secondary group. One of those guys we're very familiar with. So we're looking forward to this challenge. I know our guys are fired up and excited. They're refreshed. They've hit the reset button. Now it's time to get out there and produce and show exactly what we're about.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go Todd and then Nick. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to follow up a little bit on Kareem. Professional football is different than college football. I mean, you got to do the job or you're not going to be there. And if you get in trouble, you're gone. As you were his running backs coach his first year, you imagine you're pretty close with him. How disappointed were you for him that he got himself in a situation where he couldn't be on the team anymore? And is he someone you follow up with and stay in contact with and check and see how he's doing?
Well, first of all, if you've ever known anything about me, I keep a personal relationship with all my guys, because not only do I take pride in coaching them, but also too, it's all about getting to know the person and knowing the ins and outs of who they are and what defines them and what makes them the special person that they are. And so obviously it's it's one of those things. Yes, I do follow exactly what he does. I'm paying close attention because I'm obviously going to be a fan. I'm going to always be his fan. But when it's all said and done with, for whatever reason, things happen in life. All right. And sometimes when those things happen, they end up being more of a learning lesson and a life lesson moving forward. Because sometimes, you guys have heard me say this before, sometimes without no bad luck, we wouldn't have any good luck at all. So it's unfortunate what happened. Okay. And I think Kareem would tell you this, the same exact thing. All right. Nobody wants to have a separation that way. But when it's all said and done with, it has benefited him in the long run because he's grown, he's matured, he's a better person. He understands where he fits in this world. And I am so proud of the man that he's becoming. And obviously what he does on the field speaks for itself. I will always be proud of that.
Last one to Nick Jacobs. Go ahead, Nick.
Eric, for you, I'm curious about defensive coordinator Joe Woods. You've had a couple chances to go against him when he's the Broncos DC, and then in the Super Bowl with the 49ers. Kind of what's his scheme, what's his style like?
You know what? Joe is a laid back, cool customer. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. And I mean, he's going to watch everything that we've done. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's pulled out tape from the Bronco days and from the Raider days when he coached there. And I know he's going to pull out some tape from last year's game in the Super Bowl. So one thing about Joe, you don't have to worry about those guys not being prepared. They're going to be prepared because that's who Joe is. And he's fundamentally sound. He's going to make sure those guys are focused and locked in on the details of what they need to do. And, it's kind of tough because knowing Joe as well as I do and knowing Kevin Stefanski, all of us have a prior relationship which has grown over the years. I've been their biggest fans and just watching those guys. But at some point we have to meet. And so this weekend, looking forward to that battle, that matchup. But on top of that, I do understand this. It's our job to make sure that our guys are ready. And it's our job to make sure that we're putting our guys in the right situations, okay, to be successful. And so that's what we're looking forward to. And I'm fired up. Can't wait.
Coach EB, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.